when I left school, I started out at Buxton Milton College doing a level 2 course in sort of bricklaying and plastering, things like that. So I did the trades and labour side of the construction industry before doing some work experience while I was there with GF Tomlinson's and Bowman Kirkland. But I didn't want to do the trades and labour side when I was there doing my work experience, so I requested if I could look at the management side of things while I was there, which I did my time there. And then I wanted to look at an apprenticeship with them after I'd experienced what it was like working for them. So Brooksby didn't offer the professional side of the education for the construction industry. So, but obviously Derby College do, and I know that Tomlinson's used to send their apprentices here anyway. So I applied for Tomlinson's, but due to not having the sort of GCSE grades that you needed, I needed to re-look at my English. So I was unsuccessful, but I did manage to get on at Derby College full-time anyway. So I came here, I did full-time in the construction and built environment course for the first year, whilst one day a week doing GCSE English here as well. Once I'd got through those, I reapplied again, got on with Tomlinson's, and then I finished my BTEC with on an apprenticeship, and then went on to do a 3-year foundation degree with Derby College as well, in construction management, before then going on to Nottingham Trent Uni to do my degree in construction management after that. Derby College, I found, was quite a relaxed experience in terms of learning, because we had, when we came up to the HE side of things, we had our own area to work in. It was just us in there. It'd be us and maybe another year of the same course, but it would just be us. It'd be our own space to work. We had our own time, so we'd have our set lectures, but if we needed to, once we knew what we were doing, it's a case of you can go away, use any of the resources in the college, or you can go back to work and work on it, or even stay here and utilise the lecturer's time if you needed to get your work done. So I found in that respect it was quite, especially from an apprentice point of view, because you have a lot of workload with your job anyway, I found having that flexible time to get on with your work was quite useful. I think whilst being at Derby College, learning, I think when you come away from school and you don't necessarily know what you want to do, obviously I wasn't that into education, but then when you find a career path that you want to choose and you find interest in, then the perspective for me completely changed, because then I actually wanted to attend, I wanted to get on and do the work, and I wanted to do well, because you knew that doing well in that course would only benefit your future and your career. So I think from that point of view, I learned that picking a topic that you find interesting and that you enjoy definitely benefits. I'd say our course leader, Richard Bell, helped quite a lot, especially with my route, because I know he was perhaps in discussions with Tomlinson's as well as while I was here, sort of feedbacking how I was getting on, which I know helped me in terms of my progression with the company. But I've also noticed when I was on full-time, I had other people that I was working with, and he helped them get apprenticeships with other companies. They wanted to go down the design route, so I know they got apprenticeships with an architect's practice. Someone else went off to go and do CAD design at FP McCann, so I know he helped out quite a lot with students. Definitely, because without coming to Derby College and looking at the professional side of the industry, and then helping me get an apprenticeship with Tomlinson's, I would have probably, not that it's a bad thing, but I'd have probably ended up working on site, which is not the career path I wanted to choose necessarily. So you'd end up doing something that perhaps wouldn't quite satisfy where you want it to be. I think the flexibility of working and workload, and probably even the HE centre, because you don't get that sort of space at university. You're crammed into a lecture hall with maybe 100 plus people, and whereas here I found there was for example in my group there's a group of 9. It was quite almost like one-to-one learning in comparison. You got a lot more time. I feel like you learn more at Derby College than a university, because I found I've gone there and you're doing the lectures, but you already know the stuff. It's like Derby College builds you up to that point, and there it's just like, rather than you're learning about it, it's then just tweaking it and just perhaps, you know, adjusting it from the level 5 when you leave here to the level 6. It's just about the input rather than the actual topic itself. I'd say do it, because, like I say, before this, I had no prospect of education. I had no intentions of carrying on beyond school, or like I say, because you don't know what you want to do. But I think once you've got that, that sort of idea of where you want to go, and I think especially the HE Centre at Derby College is actually quite enjoyable. It's not one of those things where, you know, you just think, oh, I don't really want to go, or I actually quite enjoyed the experience of coming here. Great people, our group of lecturers, for example. I'd say definitely do it, because I enjoyed it.